I didn't really have any expectations. I hadn't really worked with a trainer before. I had done things on my own. So I didn't really have too many expectations. Davey was able to help me realize that there's a lot more, I can do a lot more than I thought I could. I always have to keep in mind energy levels and fatigue and things with my situation due to my previous illnesses and things that I've had to deal with. So I always have to monitor how much energy I'm expending on a given day, because I have to think a day or two ahead. What surprised me was as I was doing these workouts with Davey and we were doing different things and we were working different areas, I found that as we got later into the program, I actually had more energy coming out of it. I found myself being able to do more. And I was surprised because I thought it was going to be the opposite. But I was able to take that newfound energy and apply it to other tasks, whether it's around the house, mowing the yard, doing, even just going out and, being in nature or whatever it was. I found I was able to take that newfound energy and actually do more things than I had anticipated. During our workout sessions, Davey and I, we talked quite a bit about different things. We talked about personal things. We talked about smoking meats. We talked about his past, my past. And then we got into, later on in the program, we got into some extremely personal things. Things that I hadn't really shared with a whole lot of people. And we were able to kind of talk through some of those issues. And then even issues that I was having currently, things that were popping up in my life, we were able to kind of talk about that. And there were times where we just kind of gave it up to God and kind of try to let Him handle it. I don't always do that well, but we tried. And then there was one day where he could tell that there was something going on, and there was just all these things that had been bottling up, and we just had, during our workout, we just kind of had a real thoughtful prayer time during our workout time, and that was real beneficial and helpful, and I felt honored that he would take the time to do that. Not a lot of people would. A lot of people would just kind of brush that off and just, it's none of my business. But he seemed genuinely interested and wanted to hear the story, and then he wanted to pray for me. And so there were a lot of times, even when I was working out, and I'm like, I didn't think I could go anymore, and I know it was God, but it was God using Davey to kind of push me to that, can you give me 2 more? Can you give me 3 more? And for the most part, I was able to do that. So there was a lot of crossover. The physical part led to the spiritual part. Like, if it wasn't for me doing this program and the physicality and doing all the workouts and everything, I wouldn't have met Davey, and then we wouldn't have had the spiritual connection that we've had, and we wouldn't have had the personal connection that we've had. And so I think by doing the program, it kind of led me in another avenue of finding a person that has that spirituality, has that gift to kind of be able to talk to people and work with people to not only help them physically, but help them mentally, help them spiritually, help them emotionally, and trying to help them get through whatever they're going through, while using the program as a tool and still helping them physically, but there's other aspects to it. I think everybody should be doing some form of weight training, at least a couple of days a week. I found through this program that I used to be just a cardio guy, and by doing the weight training, it actually, like I said previously, it actually gives me more energy to be able to do stuff throughout the day, and going into the rest of my week. It also gives me a sense of satisfaction on accomplishing something, because you're always trying to push yourself to do a little bit better, and you always get that benefit of the weight training, because you're doing something, you're moving your body, you're not just sitting or doing anything like that. So it's beneficial that way. As far as training with Davey, Davey understands not only biomechanics, but he understands people. He's got a pretty good read on people as far as what they can do, what they think they can do, and how far he can push them to get to the next level. Since the program started, I seem to be doing so much better than I was 6 weeks ago, and nothing else in my life has changed dramatically other than this program. So I know it's got to be this program. And it allows me to continue to do more things and actually live life and not just, exist.